just recovering from injuries last year, a separated shoulder and a concussion. He's one of our leading cyclists. Lutz Heßlich, German Democratic Republic, is the 1980 Olympic sprint champion. He's the silver medalist behind Kopylov of the Soviet Union in 1981 and 1982. He's 24 years old and was the 1976 junior world champion. Very formidable.
Both these riders progressed rather easily to the finals. I don't think either of them ended up having to do 3 rides against anybody. Heßlich set the track record last night of 10.72, which is, I believe, around 42 miles an hour. So it's a fast track. We'll have to see what they can do tonight.
Here we go now in the first lap. It's Lutz's turn to look over his shoulder to see where Mark Gorski is.
Gorski eliminated current world sprint champion Sergei Kopylov in the semifinals.
Last week, these two riders were again matched against each other in the finals. Heßlich beat Gorski in 2 straight, and he beat him rather handily. We'll have to see what Mark can do this weekend.
Then Mark was coming off a tremendous victory over Sergei Kopylov, the Russian, who is the current world champion, and surprisingly enough chose not to compete here. Mark is rather optimistic about America's chances of getting its first Olympic medal in a long time.
Cycling hasn't had a medal since 1912, and it means a tremendous amount for the sport to get a medal. Just the exposure to, the millions of people that there's going to be here at the Olympics. And personally, with the results, I think before the last month, I think it would have been realistic to hope for a medal, any kind of medal, whether it be gold, silver, bronze. But after the races in Europe and the last couple weeks of racing, I don't see any reason why it can't be the gold now, because I think with another year of training, there's no reason why I can't, consistently beat Heßlich and Kopylov.
Mark Gorski of the United States is stalking here Lutz Heßlich of East Germany in the front. Great test for the American boy. Tremendous experience for a year from now. Indeed, for the World Championship this year, even.
That's right. Mark will be the only rider from America attending the World Championships on the track. The rest of the riders will be going to the Pan Am Games.
All right, we're in the bell lap, and here we go. They're up high. Who's going to get down first? And now they're going as they hit the 200-meter mark.
Gorski has a lot of speed. We'll have to see if he can come around him on his final corner.
Here they come, and the American must come outside. Can he overtake him? Almost by a half a bike, he's shy. And the winner in this first ride is Lutz Heßlich in 10.72.
That ties the track record from last night, and it's even a little more windy than last night. That was a fantastic ride. Here you can see Mark tries to come around Heßlich and just doesn't have it. Heßlich beats him by about a wheel length.
Here's another look at it from the other angle.
Heßlich in the pole lane. Gorski comes up from behind, tries to pull out, and Heßlich just puts his head down. Gorski coming on strong, but just didn't have quite enough.
When you want to say if they had another 10 meters to go, maybe.
Maybe.
And Mark Gorski of the United States. Heßlich winning the first one, of course, in that brilliant time, tying the track record, 10.72 seconds. And the pressure now on young Mark Gorski, who must win this ride to stay alive.
Gorski rode the first ride from behind. And Mark feels that he has a very good sprint over a long distance. And I have a feeling that he feels a little bit more comfortable being out in front, and I expect him to stay there.
I think he might start up a little earlier.
I have a feeling he'll be starting his sprint, getting it rolling as we approach the bell lap, and then I think he'll take off as he enters the first corner.
Go across that 200-meter mark flying. Huh?
Yeah. Stay high, use the banking to accelerate because it's like a sharp downhill, and just let her rip.
This would be a tremendous victory for this young American and do worlds to his confidence, wouldn't it?
It really would, because the East Germans are known for their sprinting. If they don't win the World Championships each year, they continually have first, second, and third. So they are the powerhouses of sprinting, and if he could defeat Heßlich maybe just in this round and not take the gold medal, it would really improve his mental attitude towards sprinting.
Yes, he doesn't want to get shut out. This is the best 2 out of 3, and he's already lost the first one. 3 laps, 1,000 meters.
You can see Gorski looking over his shoulder, keeping tabs on Heßlich, making sure that he doesn't do anything unusual like take off. Heßlich in the 1980 Olympics took off with over a lap and a half to go and won the Olympic medal by doing that. So Gorski has something to look out for.
Here we come out of that final turn in lap 2. Usually a very critical point in this event. Is the bell signifying the final lap coming up. And now they are in the final lap, and let's see what happens.
You can see Gorski starting to really pick up the speed, staying high on the track.
They're going to hit the 200-meter mark, flying. They're across it.
Gorski staying high on the track, now wanting to commit himself to that pole position, goes down into it. Heßlich trying to come around.
And the American hold him off. No, the German is too much and wins by a length in 11.24. Lutz Heßlich of East Germany wins the goal. Let's take another look, Eric.
Mark started his sprint pretty early, but really never went all out until he was about halfway through the final corner. Heßlich sitting behind, catching his draft, comes around him on the straightaway, and Mark knew it was all over before they even crossed the finish line.
So Lutz Heßlich of the German